Leave the busy world out there. Grab your yarn and your favorite tea. There's a place where friends can be. Every stitch tells a story. Every color shines so bright. Welcome to Horizon Crochet, where creativity finds its way. Laugh a little, stay a while. Share a pattern, share a smile. At Horizon Crochet, we're all friends here, making memories year after year. One stitch at a time, we'll grow together, crocheting through every kind of weather. Grab your yarn, grab your tea. Come crochet with Kelly. Horizon Crochet.
Hi, how are you all? Welcome to Horizon Crochet. My name is Kelly, and if you are here, thank you very much. And if you are watching this later in the replay, again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Some of you leave comments and say hi, and I try and get back to them all. Let's see, who's here? Kathleen? Hello, Kathleen. And Jen. Jen, I have a question for you. Who else? Jerry is here. Hello, Jerry. I think Jerry's, oh no, Jerry is home. And there's Kayleen. And you saw that. I knew Kathleen would see that, but I didn't forget, right? That's the important part. Kathleen. At least everything's working today, so I'm so glad for that. I did sign up for Rockin' Amy. If you know who Rockin' Amy is, I signed up for her tech classes, and hopefully I can pick up some tips from her to help me from making goofy little mistakes, Kathleen. Just for you, Kathleen. Just for you. No, I'm playing. It's not just for Kathleen. It's for everybody and myself. I think it's a great opportunity to learn more and have somebody I can ask questions to, right? Get the technology behind all of this. It's not just crochet. It's learning all this other stuff too, which is really exciting. Anyway, so that's something totally uncrochet related, but super exciting for me, at least. So I hope everybody's had a good week. What has everybody been working on in the past week? Kathleen, Jen, what are you guys working on? Kayleen, I saw a video from you, and I haven't had a chance to really watch it yet, but it looked like you were dipping into essential oils a little bit. I don't know. I have to catch up. I have to catch up on my videos. That's what I do Friday night after my lives. And I go in and I catch up on everybody's lives I've missed throughout the weeks. Jen, yes, I saw your hair ties, and I saw Kayleen's videos, and Kathleen is starting a new mosaic blanket. Oh, you are a mosaic, like pro. What's the word I was looking? Guru. That's the word I was looking for. It just wouldn't come out. What are you working on this time on the blanket, Kathleen? It's got a certain pattern to it. Of course it's a pattern, but you know what I mean. And is Sarah here? Sometimes Sarah here. She sometimes sits in the background. So if anybody else is in the background just working on a crochet project, thank you for being here. So I am curious about what everybody's been working on. I did see some pictures. Jen had a project going on of hair ties. And the question I was going to ask you, Jen, I might as well ask you now, right off the hopper. Would you like me to make a video, little tips for you to help you with hair ties? Oh, you've got like 90% of it. They look fantastic. What do you think, Jen? Hi, Diana. Good to see you. And Kathleen's using Flora's. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to look that up, Kathleen, and see. And Kaylee, yep, that's what I kind of saw. I saw that. I'm going to have to go back and visit it. My friend is very into that. She's trying to invite me into the world of essential oils. And so I'm really curious what your video is about. Kathleen, I'm going to look up that pattern really quick because I'm curious. And I also feel like I should educate myself a little bit here. Okay, I see it on Ravelry. Oh, wow. Here, do you all want to see a picture of what Kathleen, not her actual blanket, but the pattern? Let me just, let's try and share my screen for a second. Okay, how do I do this? This is sharing, this is learning. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, you guys should see on my screen, oops, some patterns. But it looks like this is it. Is that it? This one, am I sharing the right screen? I hope I am. Let me see if I can, because I can't see my chat where this is. So let me go back to, okay. And now let me go back and see my chat. I need to figure out a better layout for that. It's the first time I've done that in a long, long time. So I need to figure out a better layout so I can see you all at the same time I'm showing it. But it looks really pretty, Kathleen. I hope everybody got a chance to see it while I had it up on the screen. It looks amazing. It looks complex compared to my 1 year's worth of knowledge, but I get really excited looking at other people's projects because I know it's doable, and then I know one day I'll be there, and that's really inspiration. So thank you for sharing, Kathleen. And let's see here. Let me catch up. Callie said, I'm making items to take to my market, which is tomorrow. Ooh, Market Joy, Market Fairy Dust, Market Fairy Dust for you, Kayleen. I know that looks silly, but Market Fairy Dust. I wish you the best of luck. I hope even more than sales, you have a lot of fun and people are engaging and respectful. That's my hope. So that's really exciting. Make sure you check in on Sunday and let us know how it goes, because we'll be thinking about you, Kayleen. Kathleen says, yep, that's the one. Okay, so at least I shared the right one. Good. Yeah, Jen, isn't it pretty? Yeah, so I'm just excited to be here. Some of the things that I was working on last week, I started a bunch of projects, just like I need another project. Me and my one work in progress, whip only theory is going right out the window. Sammy's probably laughing at me right now or whenever she watches this, because I always stuck to the one whip rule, one project rule, like faithfully, because it just brings me peace just to focus on one thing. But the blanket is a bit big and it's taking longer than a normal blanket that I would make. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear the fur babies? The fur babies upstairs. But anyway, so I have been working on, besides my blanket, I put a couple more rows on my blanket. But I did show you this. I was learning how to make a granny square with a circle in the middle. So I made a couple more of these. I haven't practiced putting around the frame part that boxes it out. But what I also did was I started to make, I really want to make one of those chickens. If you know Debbie from over at Barb's Crochet Corner with a K. She has a partner in crime over there by the name of Debbie. And Cards and Crafts, I believe her YouTube handle is. And she makes these adorable crochet chickens. And I want to make some for Christmas gifts. And the granny squares for the pattern that I found uses solid granny squares, meaning that now this one is not finished, but you can see It's stitches, and this is not the best. This is the first time I've ever made a solid granny square. So you go all the way around, there's less gaps. So this is my first one I've made. I found a great video tutorial by many people, but the one that spoke to me, her pattern, her video spoke to me. That sounds so deep. It was Hooked by Robin. She's amazing. I also really like Play Hooky with Me. She's got some amazing tutorials as well. Those were my favorite too. So this is what I'm working on today. But I did warn you guys that I was going to start to work on some smaller projects. So I'm going to be working on Christmas mice and these solid granny squares so I can make some of those crochet chickens. Kathleen says, I love Debbie's chickens. I do too, Kathleen. They are just so cute. And you're like, chickens? Like, the normal person would think bunny, teddy bear. But when somebody gifts you a chicken, there's got to be a story with it. It has to have a name, you know what I mean? And I just think it's an adorable gift. It's creative and it has character. So I want to make some chickens. I don't know if they'll be as good as Debbie's ever, but I want to try at least. So that is one of my goals, to try. The other thing that is a success or a celebration, a small win for me, with these solid granny squares, I'm using bulk weight yarn, which is size 5, and it's easy. Why is that celebrate worthy? For me, that is celebrate worthy because I am such a chunky yarn kind of girl. And I really struggle with smaller size yarns. And I've always been able to do size 5, but not with ease. And with the practice that I've been doing on smaller granny squares, I've gotten used to this, and I think that's worth a win. I talked about in a couple of lives ago about how hard we are on ourselves sometimes. So you got to celebrate those wins. So I'm celebrating the fact that using bulky yarn is fairly easy for me now. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. And so what kind of bulky yarn am I using? I'm using Hue and Me, which I love the colors. If you can't tell by the wall behind me, I love those mute neutral colors. And so I have been using Hue and Me. Is that backwards? That might, and if I turn it upside down, it's upside down, but it's right. That's funny. Anyway, that's because of my camera settings. Sorry, everybody. This is called Rose Water. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry, but that's my Jersey accent coming out. Rose water is how we would say it in South Jersey. Well, my parents don't say it that way though, so I don't know. But anyway, it's called Rose Water. And let me make sure my chat is caught up with my live because it's not. There we go. Let me just check my. No, everything looks like it's working right. Yeah, it's backwards, right? But it looks pretty, right, Diane? Anyway, so let me go ahead, put that away. Let me catch up on the chat. Kaylee says, I already sold 100 to some friends who may not make it to the market. Now I have less stock, so I'll be adding as many items as I can. I really, all revealed on my upcoming video. Ooh, exciting. Is it like a peek preview of the market after the market? I like that. I like that idea. Kaylee, that's great. And I'm glad you've already made 100. That's some of your costs at least recuperated, right? It helps. Every little bit helps. She's hopefully posting that video early next week. And posting videos next week. Jerry, if she's still here, I know this is not necessarily crochet related, but she has challenged me to make another recipe video, and I had so much flawed fun with making that other recipe video that I said I would do it again. And I'm excited to do that. So I'll be releasing that video on Friday. It'll be a short, little, fun, hopefully slightly humorous cooking recipe. So we'll see how it goes. So thank you, Jerry, for pushing me and challenging me out of my comfort zone. I'm so grateful. I mean that with joyful sarcasm. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Diana says, yeah, it's bad. Hi, Menawa. Warrior Menawa. She's actually called the Mighty Menawa, but I call her Warrior Menawa because she informed us that her name means warrior woman, I believe, which is also what my middle name means. So, although they are different names. Menawa has been working on a gorgeous blanket for her aunt, and I can't wait till she goes back to it. Are you almost done now, Menawa? I'm curious if you're finished that blanket or not. And yeah, so I'm super excited. The other thing, and now that I've talked about how I like the mute colors and the natural colors, I went shopping with my daughter this morning, and we spent money on yarn. It got me again. Oh, I like that. Darn yarn got me again. Barb, there's a song there. I swear there's a song there. So I picked up some yarn that is not traditionally a favorite color of mine, but I think it's beautiful nonetheless. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Like, I got the shakes a little bit. I need to eat dinner, but that comes later. Isn't it such a pretty ball of yarn? You know, it's not very soft or anything, you know, neutral. That's for sure. Well, I guess there's a little bit of neutral tones in there. They're just darker. But I got 2 of these, and I want to make some mitts. One of my fall projects is going to be fingerless gloves, and I want to also gift some of those at Christmas. So I picked these up because I thought they were fun colors. Gloves, you gotta have fun with gloves, you know? How often do you wear gloves for fashion accessory purposes? Hardly ever for fashion, again, purposes. We wear them all the time to keep our hands warm here in Canada, but we like to, we have really deep, good pockets, so we sometimes show off with our gloves. If anybody else agrees or disagrees, let me know. But I'm excited about that yarn. I did get some other yarn, but they are repeats of some of what I have behind me. Nothing really fancy or flashy or exciting. And I believe that is all that I have to update you all on. I'm going to drink of water there for a second. Let's see here. Menawa said, what did Menawa say? I have at least 2 more rows to put together. Put on it, then the border. That's great, Menawa. I'm glad. Ooh, looks like the video froze for a second. That was odd. Let me know if you all are having any issues. I did do some changes to my internet package, so I'm hoping it doesn't affect the live at all. But I'm glad, Menawa, to hear that your blanket's almost done. I hope you send a picture to me when it's done. I'd love to see it. We can even put it on the webpage if you like. Diana, good to hear there's no issues on your end. Thank you for confirming for me. Kathleen says, yarn band for me. Who else said that? Kaylee said yarn band as well. But lovely colors. Yes, pretty, Diana says. Thank you. Kathleen says, yarn band for me as well. Color Crafts after Premier's sale. Ooh, so did you buy some after Premier sale and now you're on a yarn ban? Is that what you mean? Did I miss a sale? I'm waiting for, I heard that Lion Brand has a big sale around American Thanksgiving, which is in November, not October, for my Canadian friends. I'm really excited for that one. I'm interested to see what kind of sales they're talking. Are they talking like 10, 20? Or are we talking even more than that? You know, I just want to check it out and I want to see. Sammy's in the house. Hey, Sammy. Good to see you. Jen's waiting for the Red Heart yarn sale. Yeah, I was looking at Jen, a type of yarn that Red Heart puts out called Easy. I think it's called Easy. If I'm wrong, anybody correct me. And the reason being is Sarah and I have been having these monthly live crochet, and it seems like a lot of the people we have coming are very new to crochet, like very new, like never held a hook before, but they're excited and they're energetic. So I've been looking at some different options for yarn to use and help introduce them. Now I have a whole laundry basket full of t-shirt yarn, which I could use, and I'm not probably ever going to use as much as I have. It's ridiculous. Like, it's hiding behind that. See that little thing? Wait, where is it? Right there. That thing. That is a full laundry basket full of t-shirt yarn. And because when I first learned to crochet, I couldn't use any other yarn. I had a rough start, but I'm so glad I'm still here and I'm still doing it, and I found you all. Hi, Alexis. Alexis is there too. We're hanging today. I'm glad you're hanging with me while you guys are hanging today. You know what I mean. Anyway, good to see Alexis. Alexis is an amazingly talented, and she's part of the Stitches program on Yarn Over Hook. She does these amazing tiny shapes of earrings, just like micro yarn. I want to call it micro yarn because I don't even know how she can see it, let alone crochet with it. She also does these fantastic, remember when we were talking about Disney princesses? She did a pumpkin that had like an inside room inside of it. She crocheted it. Like, it's crocheted. I wish I had a picture of it ready and available to show you all, but it's amazing, the talent that she has. I just like to brag about people. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. No, I use Red Heart. Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying, Jen. I just went off on a little story based off of what you said. I got you. There goes my yarn band, Kaylee says. No, I need some t-shirt yarn. You know what? T-shirt yarn was a blessing and a curse because it is a size 6 super whatever it is. How come I can't think of the word right now? It's oh, this is 5. It's super I don't know. Anyway, it's a size 6. The super one. I can't decide if it's super bulky or super chunky, but it's super something. That the t-shirt yarn was that size, and when I first started, I had a problem with splitting yarn, and my hook would get lost and stuck in all the splitty yarn. T-shirt yarn saved my crochet hobby. It doesn't split, it holds together, it slides well on the hook, it doesn't tangle very much. It's a great beginner, but what I caution people whenever people say, what would you tell a new crocheter? I always say start with size 4 or smaller, because once you learn the chunky yarns, it is very hard to go down in size. But I find other people that do it the opposite way, start with the smaller have no problem going into chunky yarn. Anyway, that is my beginner, starter, struggling crocheter tip. But I forget where I was going with this. Isn't that, you ever have that happen? You're just like, okay, what am I talking about and why am I talking about it? Let me see. I wish I could send it to you, Kaylee. I have so much t-shirt yarn, but the last time I tried to ship something out, it was a huge fiasco. And so I'm trying to stay away from shipping unless it's Canada because of the fees and services, but I would totally send you some if I could. Brianna's in the house. Trouble's here. Hey, Brianna. I should start to crochet. I've been really babbling. That's what happens on Friday evenings. It's been so long since I've talked to some of you that I am just full-fledged. So, in case you just joined us or you missed it, I am just making solid granny squares for granny square chickens that I hope to be making. And I'm just working on this and getting used to it, making it in pieces so I don't get overwhelmed. And I don't have too much that I have to do tomorrow, but crochet. Do you ever have a day that you can go to bed and go, tomorrow all I have to do is crochet? Like, how often does that happen? Never. And some laundry, let's be honest. I'm going to do some laundry too. But other than that, I'm going to make, hopefully, my first crochet chicken. And no matter, I promise you today, I vouch that no matter how bad this chicken is, I will show it to you. It may be the derpiest chicken you have ever seen in your life, but I promise I will show it to you all. Only thing about these is I have to make sure I've gotten all three in the cluster and I've put the stitches on top of it. And I enjoy that. Sorry. I focus on that. It's my age. That's what I'm going to blame it on. I've been cleaning house all day. My niece came home to visit with her friends. Oh, wow, Jen. I hope you get to rest tonight. Take a break. And I'm glad you got to visit with your niece, though. That's exciting. How old is your niece, Jen? Roughly. You don't have to tell me anything personal about her. 1, 2, and the weird thing about the corners of a solid granny square is that in the corners you you crochet, double crochet 2, chain 2, double crochet 2, all in the same spot, which is interesting from a more traditional granny square, I feel like, but then I haven't done many different types of granny squares, so I should be real, and it may be just my lack of experience. And now I slip stitch because I've got 2, 2, and a chain 2. And before I go, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4. Who remembers that nursery rhyme? Oops, my yarn split. I have such a hard time with yarn splitting on me. Get that back in there. Got to focus for a second. I'm going to put Jen to sleep now. She always goes to sleep when I start to focus. All right, Jen. I'm almost done. Stay awake with me. It's all split right there. There we go. And then work into the top of these. One thing I noticed about this yarn, it's either this yarn or my hook. It's either the Hue and Me size 5 yarn. Darn it, I missed what I was supposed to do. It's slippery. It slips right off. Like when I go ahead and I try and go under my V, it slips right off of, I did it again. I got to yarn over first. It just, oh, it's not going to do it now. Now that I've complained about it, it's like, nope, I'm not going to show them. It's got stuck where it's splitting again. There we go. But it slides, either that or it's my hook, which is Odyssey 2. I prefer the Odyssey Streamline metal hooks, but I do like the Odyssey for the size 5 yarns that I've been using. And Sammy, if you're still here listening, I did see your note about showing you some of my size 4 crochet that I've been practicing. And I have purposely not answered you. I will. I totally will. I just, not yet. I totally will. Let's get this. Oop, it's a little low. Still, it's not low enough, I should say. Let me see if I can bump this down a little bit. Let me see. Let me catch up a little bit. You want the t-shirt yarn to, you wanted to purse bags. Ooh, yeah, bags, baskets. It's also really good for large scrap yarn type baskets projects. You don't have to double up the yarn. You can just go ahead and use it all by itself. It's great for that as well. But for the amount that I have, you can only have so many bags and baskets. But great plan. It's good options for it. Let's see here. We need a new smuggle connection. A smuggle connection. Brianna, my smuggling did not work, Brianna. Did you not hear the rest of that story? Did you hear it? I don't know if you heard about my rest of my story or not. I've lost track now. I was working on my smuggling. I don't smuggle. Don't flag me for the United States trade agreement or anything like that. The reason she's saying that is because I do have a friend that works for the Canadian Post, and she was helping me out with some things, and that's why Brianna's joking about the smuggling. This is the tricky part with these, is that when you go around the corner and you put that first stitch back in the top, on top of each of these stitches, the first one is always a little tough to get into. I find that's the slipperiest one. No matter how much I lower my camera, it seems like it's got a mind of its own, and it creeps back up. Now it's cutting off my head. I don't know. Let's see. Is it straight? It's straight. It does literally have a mind of its own. If you guys remember when I first got this camera, it would follow me, and I would use hand gestures because, well, I'm from New Jersey. We use a lot of hand gestures, and it kept zooming in on out on me. Do you remember when this camera has been a blessing compared to all the problems. Funchella was here with me in the very, very beginning, and I was having so many issues with my camera. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm very grateful for it, but it was tricky in the beginning. I love it now, though. So, Jen, how's your hair ties coming? How many hair ties have you made? made some for my niece around Christmas time last year. And I'd be happy to jump on a Discord call with you or something like that. And we could make some together if you wanted. Just let me know, Jen. Get this corner. Oops. Yarn over in. Do you talk to yourself when you crochet? Like count out loud and all that jazz? Oh, I guess when my, wow, I've been missing a bunch of chat, didn't even know it. Let's see, that's my day today. Full day of crochet and laundry. It's Saturday for me, of course. Oh, so our Saturdays are going to look very similar, just a half a day behind you. I'm glad you got that all done, so you don't have to think about it tomorrow at the market, Kaylee. Alexis says thank you. Hi, Alexis. Jen says, Bucka. I don't know what that means. 2. Why does everyone aggravate me about falling asleep during lives? Jen, I didn't mean to aggravate you, but you're the one that the last time I started to focus, you put Z's in my chat, so that's what I meant. Last time I was focused on something, Jen was giving me a hard time. We give each other a hard time. She's good. She left. She'll be back. Kathleen says, I talk to myself whether I'm crocheting or not. True story, Kathleen. True story. I talk to myself all the time at my desk. Sometimes my family come home from work and stuff and they won't say anything to me because I'm in my office talking to myself and they think I'm in a meeting or something. I talk to myself so much. Oh. Okay, it's 7:37 a.m. now. Wow. You are in, where are you located, Kaylee? I know you're across the Great Pond, but which country are you in, Kayleen? Let's get this. I want to make a big chicken. I get overexcited about projects. I want to make a big chicken, like a normal size chicken, and then make a bunch of little chickens so she could be like, and make them with yellow yarn so they're like little chicks, yarn birds. I think that would be so funny if I gave my mom like a chicken, and then I gave all of my brother and my sister little chicks, because we're like her chicks and she's mother hen. Anyway, overthinker. 1, 2. You know what's nice is these little projects, these little hands-on projects are so much nicer than trying to juggle a big blanket as you're making it. I don't think there's anything as rewarding as making as a big blanket, but the carrying it around and throwing it around gets to be a bit much. Sometimes you just want to pick up something nice and light and crochet it. Hey Erica, good to see you. You're in Australia. See, for some reason I thought you were in the UK, but you're in, it's winter time in Australia now, isn't it, Kayleen? I believe. I'm with you, Kathleen. I get the best answers when I talk to myself. Diana, that's funny. Nobody to tell you you're wrong if you're talking to yourself, right? Erica says hello. Everybody says hi. Good to see you, Erica. We're just making some solid granny squares. Everybody else is working on their own projects, and we're just kind of hanging out today, trying to get into this first corner stitch. There we go. And on Sunday, you know, something odd happened. I had mentioned in one of my lives that I wanted to do monthly spotlights. And I had a creator that I really wanted to ask for my monthly spotlight. And, oops, forgot the yarn over. Let's go back. Go back to where you were. Frog a second. And I got an interesting reaction. I hadn't even asked him yet, and it was just interesting. I think I'm going to hold off on that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. But I do think that would be a lot of fun to help and support younger, newer creators. We all need a hand every once in a while, and that's kind of the purpose. But then also, I think it's so much fun to learn from other people that it's for them, but it's also for me and us to learn something new, hear about somebody else's crochet journey. I think that would be fun and entertaining and also informational. So I'm going to think about it a little bit more. I'm not like, I've got 100 followers, and I'm super excited about having 100 followers and having you all. But I can see how maybe I should wait. So we see. I'm babbling. Kaylee says, yes, it's winter time. I hope your market, if it's winter time, is inside then and not outside, unless it's not that cold. Diana says, that's right, never wrong. Oh, Erica's working. I'm so sorry, Erica. Thank you for hanging out with us while you're working, though. I appreciate that. And if you guys have a second and you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. We're going to start wrapping this up because in a little bit, Barb is going live with Debbie. But I still have more time. I'm not trying to get rid of you guys or anything. I just saw. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you, Kayleen. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brianna. Oh, Brianna. We were talking about Disney Princes. This is the third time this has come up for me today. Our conversation about Disney princesses. I bought a button today with a Disney princess on it. And I'm just saying, I was really excited. And it reminded me of all of our conversation that we had the other week about Disney princesses. I think I just did that stitch wrong. No, I didn't. No. Wow. 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 Who is that? Matthew McConaughey? No, that's not Matthew McConaughey. That's Owen Wilson. Wow. Come on, Brianna, give me a wow. One of my favorite topics. Who's on your button? Ariel. Ariel is on my button. I also got a button for Uma and Tumba and Pumbaa. and Simba. Hakuna Matata, you know, but they're not Disney princesses, but, you know, they're hysterical, so I had to get them. Wow, wow, chow. That's right. Timon and Pumbaa. Thank you very much. I knew it was something like that. I really like the first Lion King. It was a good one too. And there was even controversy about that film, which surprised me. I was like, how can you find controversy around? But I guess everything could be taken a certain way. Let me get my corner. 2 in the corner. 2 in the corner's corner. And then 2 after the corner's corner, corner, corner. That's what this is, if that made sense. I'm going to try and have my blanket done by the end of September. Jen's back. Welcome back, Jen. Brianna. Alrighty. I think I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm going to finish up this granny square, and then I'm going to look at the chicken pattern. Did I just do a granny square in that? I did. Interesting. I'm just getting into the flow here, not paying attention to what I'm doing. This hook clicks on my nails a lot. Do you guys hear that? Maybe I need to get a filter for my mic, and maybe it'll catch that clicking noise. They're not expensive or anything, and I can even get a pink fluffy one. Or I saw somebody make, Sammy and Alexis were making pom-poms on Wednesday. I saw somebody make a pom-pom into a mic filter. That was like 2 months ago, but I saw somebody, yeah, they made a pom-pom, and then they tied the pom-pom around their mic somehow, and it was pretty clever. Now, if it really works like that, and if it really filtered anything from their mic, I don't know. But it was really cute. It was a cute project. The other project I've always wanted to do, but again, thin yarn and me don't really get along yet. I'm saying yet. Is someone getting their charging cable for their phone, and you do single crochet along the cable cord for your phone, your charger wire, whatever you want to call it, and then you crochet little flowers like the ones I have right there. And it's kind of like little ones though, like little bud flowers, and it makes it so nobody can really take your charger and pretend like they're not using your charger if you have those kind of problems at work or school or around the house. People always swiping your phone charger. Personalize it, make it yours, so they can't deny it. I want to wrap my wired headphones. Yeah, and you know what? I think it would actually make for wired headphones. Brianna has wild headphones. Wired headphones. I think it would make them a little durable, or am I just wishing? One, two, gonna corner here. Can't get a hold of my yarn. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can't wait to make the chicken. almost. Oh, it just keeps going around until I get to there, I think. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. I'm working like a fiend over here and didn't realize I had passed my connection point. It has helped durability at least a little. Good. Good to hear. Because I know a lot of the problems that you get with cables and cords is those where they connect up to the end pieces. They tend to wear and tear and the wires pull out there. I would think that putting a crochet cover kind of on it would give it more support. I don't know how much, but it should at least help. And it just looks like ivy or something, climbed around your cable. It kind of gives it like another Disney princess, a tangled look to it. I always just think of, because she used to put vines in her hair and stuff like that. What was her name? Entangled, Brianna. What was Tangled's princess name? And I think Diana sent me a picture of a crochet top that was really pretty too. I've never done a wearable except for a blanket. Does that really count as a wearable? Probably not. All right, in the corner again. 2. Start that over. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So the corners, it's over here where I'm ending. It just feels like it's taken me forever to get there for some reason. I feel like I've missed something, but I don't think so. I think it looks good. For my first solid granny square, it looks all right. Yeah, I'll take it as a win. But wait, the reason I chose this color for the chicken, I'm going to use this and a cream color called Salt, and make my first chicken for my mom, hopefully, out of this color, rose water, and salt. And then I'll probably make the head feathers maybe more of an orange than a red, so it stays in that tone area. And I did 2. Let's go ahead and on Sunday I will be back at 2 o'clock and we will play a game if anybody wants to take part. I know Jen likes a game, so we got to play a game, at least for Jen. I enjoy them too. I did not grow up in a household. We didn't play games very often, but except for dominoes and Uno. I am a dominoes and Uno fiend. And backgammon. Anybody play backgammon as a kid? My grandmother actually used to crochet as she would play Uno and backgammon with people. She would crochet on between turns. I remember her sitting there with her yarn, and my pup-up would be like, "Will you put that down?" And she'd be like, I'm doing fine. She was doing fine. And my pop-up was amazing, by the way. He loved and adored her. So, thanks for the warning. I'm loving the yarn color names. What brand is this? This is Hue and Me. This is the yarn, that I'm using right now. Although it's backwards, it's Hue and Me. And the whitish color is called Salt. Rose Water is the one that I've been using on the one I'm using now. This one is called Haze. And I think that's all. I think I only have 3 colors in the Hue and Me. But yeah, they are very artsy-fartsy kind of names. Artsy-fartsy. But yes, Sunday we'll have games and activities, and it'll be a little more active of a live. And I am going to try and go live for 2 hours. I have informed everyone that I want to do a live for 2 hours in my household, so I should be able to do it. But time and tell, life is what it is, so that is my goal. The other thing as well is next weekend I'm going to have a surprise live sometime during the weekend. I have some availability on work days, so I thought I would pop in one morning in case anybody's around. That one I probably won't schedule ahead of time because I don't know when it will actually be, but I'm going to pop around here and there. If you catch me, great. If not, hey, I totally get it. And but it's going to be a fun weekend next weekend. I do have, Jen, I hope you're listening, I have a game planned for next weekend for a prize. It'll be a gift card prize, but it'll be a prize nonetheless. So make sure you come back then, Jen. And let me see here. Rapunzel. That's right, Brianna. Tangled was Rapunzel. How could I forget that? I don't know. I used to have the Rapunzel Barbie back in many ages ago. Diana, yes, from one of the singing competition shows. Yeah. I'm loving the color. Oh, the card. Yeah, thanks for the warning. I used to play as a kid, especially on the old window computers after school. Yeah. After school programs, you got to play. What was the other game? There was the Oregon Trail, I think, something like that. And Space Invaders. You got to play that. Jen said, well, then wouldn't it be me and you? Possibly. Nothing like interruption during a live. Yeah, it happens and it's fine. I don't have it happen very often. I don't have some of the distractions that a lot of people have that could happen, but it is a busy home. It's a busy home, and it's more not so much that I could be interrupted, but it's more interruption from the noise of others, that kind of thing. So woohoo! Next weekend will be a lot of fun. Oh, do I have to? No, Jen, you don't have to, but we hope you do. We hope you do. We love to see you here. All right, well, I am coming up on the end of this solid granny square, and I'm going to finish it off upstairs. I just have to do this little dip section right here. I want to just be able to focus as I figure out which one I'm supposed to slip knot into. And not bad for my first solid granny square. It definitely needs to be blocked. It's a little wavy. Let's see if I can stretch this out and pull it. Let's see if I can make it a little more. It's not a Sammy granny square, but I'm going to take it. It's a win for me. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Chicken is the theme of the day. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope I see you Sunday. We're going to spend a little bit more time together. The game that we're going to play on Sunday, I'm actually going to be keeping track of points. So come with your scholar hats on. Not really. It's fun. It's fun. So we'll see you on Sunday, and next weekend I'm really excited about some surprise lives and other activities that I want to do with you all. And thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. See you, Kathleen, Brianna, Jen, Erica, if you're listening, Jerry, Kaylee, and Sammy and Alexis, and Sarah, if you're out there listening. Love you, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.
Come on in, pull up a chair. Leave the busy world out there. Grab your yarn and your favorite tea. There's a place where friends can be. Every stitch tells a story. Every color shines so bright. Welcome to Horizon Crochet, where creativity finds its way. Laugh a little, stay a while. Share a pattern, share a smile. At Horizon Crochet, we're all friends here, making memories year after year. One stitch at a time, we'll grow together, crocheting through every kind of weather. Grab your yarn, grab your tea. Come crochet with Callie. Horizon Crochet.